Most people walk into Costco and see a wonderland of bulk deals. But if you aren't looking at the top right corner of those price tags, you are flying blind. There is a silent killer stalking the aisles right now. And if you don't recognize the Death Star when you see it, your favorite weekly staple is going to vanish into thin air before your next membership renewal. I've spent the last 15 years deconstructing warehouse retail strategy, and I can tell you right now, Costco doesn't do goodbyes. They don't give you a heads up or a last chance email. They just stop the trucks, flip the tag, and leave you staring at an empty pallet of disappointment. I know the feeling. You've got your routine. Your kids only eat that one specific snack. And then, boom, it's replaced by a new and improved version that tastes like cardboard and costs $3 more. It's frustrating. And honestly, it's getting harder to justify that $65 a year when the value keeps eroding. But I'm here to make sure you don't get caught off guard. Take a look at the bakery section. If you've been a loyalist to the country French bread, I have some brutal news. That crusty, two-pack glory that's been a staple for picky eaters and Sunday dinners is officially on the chopping block. Costco is quietly swapping it out for a single loaf of rustic Italian bread. Now, on the surface, bread is bread, right? Wrong. Not only are you losing that second loaf, but in most markets, the price is actually jumping up by nearly $1 for less food. It's a classic shrinkflation move wrapped in a fancy new name. And by next month, the original French loaves will be nothing but a memory in almost every U.S. warehouse. But it gets worse, especially if you're a baker. We need to talk about the Kirkland semi-sweet chocolate chips. This one is a heartbreaker. Because of the absolute chaos in the global cocoa market right now, Costco is pulling their signature blue bags off the shelves. You're going to start seeing the name brand Nestle bags taking over that pallet space. And look, Nestle is fine, but you're paying a premium for the brand name while losing that specific Kirkland quality we've all banked on for years. If you see a bag with an asterisk in your local store today, buy 3. Don't think about it. Just do it. Because once that pallet is empty, the supply chain is officially cut. I know this sounds like I'm sounding a massive alarm, but stick with me, because the next 3 items are even more tactical. If this kind of insider warehouse intel is helping you save your sanity and your grocery budget, do me a favor, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that we care about actual value, not just flashy packaging. Now, you might be asking, Kaka, surely they wouldn't touch the staples in the drink aisle? Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your hydration routine is about to get a major shakeup. The third item on our watch list is enough to make any athlete, or just a regular person trying to stay hydrated, throw their hands up in frustration. I'm talking about the Kirkland Signature Sports Drink. For years, this was the go-to alternative for anyone tired of paying the Gatorade tax. It was sweetened with cane sugar, packed with electrolytes, and actually tasted like fruit, not a chemistry experiment. But if you've been scanning the beverage aisle lately, you've probably noticed a massive, Gatorade-sized hole where the 24 packs used to be. Here's the secret. Internal reports and warehouse managers are confirming that the Kirkland version is being phased out to make room for more branded shelf space. We're seeing a massive push for Body Armor and Powerade, but at a significantly higher price point per ounce. Some warehouses are testing a resized version of the Kirkland bottles, but the consensus is clear. The bulk value play we loved is being sacrificed for brand partnerships. If you find a stray pallet with that blue and white label, grab it, because by next month, your only option will be paying for the logo. Now, you might think the food court is a safe haven. It's the heart of the Costco experience, right? Well, there is a silent swap happening at the fountain that is causing actual fights in the aisles. After 13 years of an exclusive partnership, Costco is officially dumping Pepsi and switching back to Coca-Cola products. Now, look, I know everyone has their camp, You're either a Diet Pepsi loyalist or a Diet Coke fanatic. There is no middle ground. But this isn't just about the flavor profile. This switch is part of a massive 2026 restructuring. Along with the soda swap, Costco is officially ending open access to the food court for non-members. In my decade and a half tracking these trends, I've never seen them tighten the screws this hard. They're installing scanners at the food court kiosks, and if you don't have an active membership, you aren't even getting a $1.50 hot dog. It's a move to protect member value, but it's going to make those weekend lines even more of a nightmare as people fumble with their digital cards just to get a slice of pepperoni. But it gets even more calculated when we move into the frozen section. You know those Kirkland signature ground sirloin and loin beef patties? The 85/15 ones that were the gold standard for a leaner backyard burger? They're vanishing. And here's the bait and switch. They are being replaced by the grass-fed version and the standard 80/20 patties. On paper, it sounds fine, but when you look at the price tag, you're suddenly paying a 20% premium for the grass-fed label, or you're settling for a much higher fat content that shrinks your burger to the size of a slider on the grill. Costco knows we're habit shoppers. They're betting you'll just grab the next bag over without noticing the sirloin is gone. Now, if you think the meat aisle is getting hit hard, you haven't seen what they're doing to the snack section. This is where the seasonal excuse becomes a permanent goodbye. If you've been relying on the Kirkland signature mixed nut butter with seeds for your morning protein fix, you better start savoring those last few spoonfuls. This is the health food staple I warned you about. It's a cult classic because it has zero added sugar and a massive hit of omega-3s. But Costco is currently pivoting. They're pulling the seed-heavy, high-protein blend and replacing it with a creamy almond butter that, frankly, is a nutritional downgrade for the same price. It's a classic move. They take a complex, high-cost item and swap it for a single-ingredient dupe that looks similar on the shelf but costs them half as much to produce. By next month, that green cap jar will be a collector's item. Now, we've reached the final boss of the gone by next month list, and this one hits every single household in America right where it hurts: the cleaning closet. I'm talking about the Kirkland signature Create-A-Size paper towels. You might see them on the floor right now and think, what is Kaka talking about? There's a mountain of them. Look closer at the packaging. There is a new and improved banner appearing on the 12-roll packs. In the world of warehouse retail, new and improved is usually code for "we're giving you less." Reports are flooding in that the sheet count per roll is dropping from 160 to 140, but the price is staying exactly the same. They are effectively raising the price by 12% without changing the number on the big white tag. By the time the old stock clears out next month, the classic high-value roll will be officially extinct. This brings me to the Death Star rule. If you see that little asterisk in the top right corner of a price tag, it means the item is deleted from the system. It's not coming back. But here is the insider tip most Costco influencers won't tell you. Do not buy the last of the electronics or skincare items marked with an asterisk. Why? Because when a product is being phased out, Costco often stops accepting returns on those specific clearance serial numbers, or the manufacturer warranty is already ticking down because the model is considered obsolete. You think you're getting a steal on a $400 Dyson or a $1,000 OLED, but you're actually buying a product with no safety net. I've seen too many people get burned trying to save $50 on a deleted item only to find out they're stuck with a lemon. Save your money for the staples that actually provide value. Listen, Costco is still the king of the warehouse, but you have to play the game better than they do. You have to be the one who spots the Death Star before the pallet is empty. I've put together a full stock-up list for 2026 that breaks down exactly which Kirkland items are actually manufactured by big-name brands, saving you 40% on the exact same product. Would you like me to walk you through that list next so you never overpay for a name brand again?